Welcome to Out of the Rough. I'm Fred Arnold, and in this show, we're going to highlight opportunities and solutions to help get you out of the rough and into success, both personally and professionally. In these tough economic times, I want to provide you practical solutions to many of life's challenges. And in this show, we've got Denise Tomey. Denise Tomey is the Executive Director with Carousel Ranch, and kind of the highlight that we have on nonprofits and those that are helping those in the community. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So tell me about Carousel Ranch. What services does Carousel Ranch provide?
We provide an equestrian therapy program for kids with special needs, really all ages, all disabilities, and we work with children on the back of the horse, working on things that they might be working on in their day-to-day lives, whatever their abilities and disabilities are, whatever they're working on in more traditional forms of therapy. We're kind of taking those same things and making it fun for the child, hoping to achieve success with the children, outside in a positive environment, doing something they enjoy, really therapy disguised as fun.
You know, I love horseback riding. It's fun. It's something growing up in Valencia you didn't get an opportunity to do unless you lived in an area that had that. So you're able to provide therapy outdoors for children that normally are in a clinical setting. They're normally getting their therapy in a clinical setting, in a doctor's office or in a physical therapy office. So they're able to go outdoors. Isn't that great?
Absolutely, and that's really the concept about it. Some of our children go on to become great riders, but that is not the goal for us. The goal is really, you know, those same things they're doing in physical therapy, occupational therapy, behavior therapy, working on it, and they don't even realize they're working. Muscles that are tight are being worked just from the horse's movement, and they're doing things that they will either refuse or can't do in another environment.
Now, so let's talk about the family coming together, because many times you'll have a family that has a handicapped child, but everyone else in the family is healthy, and they really want to get that child out and see that smile on their face. And many times these children don't get to play, you know, Little League baseball, or they don't get to play hockey, or they don't get to participate as much in gymnastics or other events. But now the whole family has a way to root for that child and see that smile.
It's an interesting dynamic because, like you said, these are the kids that usually sit on the sideline while their brothers and sisters play sports or do dance or do baseball or whatever it is. And for the first time often for these kids, this is an activity for them. And here their brothers and sisters are on the bench going, why don't I get to ride a horse? No, this is for Johnny, you know. And it's kind of a change in the family dynamic, and all of a sudden that family is seeing something that this child is doing that, number one, they didn't think they could do, and number two, that you know, they can be so proud of and bring other people like, hey, you should come see what Johnny's doing. You should see him stand on the back of a horse, you know, that type of thing. So it kind of changes the attitude a little bit. And
that child becomes the center point of a family, but in a positive way, instead of a clinical way, instead of a rehab way, more of, look at the smile, look at the joy on their face, look at the success.
And that's really what it's all about. And you see self-esteem and that type of thing change. When they're star of the week at school, what's on their board? You know, pictures of them horseback riding, or, you know, what do they want to share with other people? Finally, they have something for themselves.
Now, Carousel Ranch, you do a lot of fundraising.
We do.
How are you able to pay for many of the services? Does the actual family have to pay many times? Tell me about the dynamic of...
You know, all families are asked to pay something. So based on ability to pay. Really, 100% of our families are on some type of subsidized scholarship because the cost for the program for us is 3 times more than anyone would pay. So the maximum a family pays is $33 a lesson, and really maybe 20% of our families pay that, and everybody else is on a sliding scale based on their needs. So some may pay nothing, some may pay $5 or $10 a lesson, some pay half. You know, really, that's the way it works. And we do have to fundraise, and we fundraise hard all year long. And I think in these times, as you're saying, we've had to work smarter and fundraise harder and do a lot of different things to make it work. But, you know, I think we've risen to the occasion, and we do have more events than ever right now.
Yeah, it's an essential part of the Santa Clarita Valley and the DNA of who we make up, what makes up our city. Tell me briefly the fundraisers you do every year.
We have one coming up next week. This is an annual event held in the spring. This is our 4th annual trap shoot, kind of geared at people that want to come out to Oak Tree Gun Club, and it's similar to a golf tournament in concept, only different. So, you know, 5 people on a team shooting trap, and it's a lot of fun. And for the first time ever, we sold out this year, which is amazing, and that's next Friday. We have a new event that'll be held every spring for ladies. So we have the men's event, kind of some ladies playing trap shoot, and we have a ladies Cowgirls and Crystals coming up May 19th.
Cowgirls and Crystals.
Yes, and that's chaired by Shelley Hahn and created by her, and it's just going to be a fun ladies' day out at the ranch.
Right.
And we're really looking forward to that. And then our big annual event that we have every year is always the weekend before Labor Day, coming up August 25th this year, and that's our Heart of the West. And really, that is the big one for the year that we really rely on. That brings a lot of the money that operates the program.
This is good stuff, and this is what makes, as I said earlier, the essence of our valley. Citizens able to provide fundraising funds and support to those that really need it most. It's not all about the government paying for it. It's not all about being subsidized by that. It's about the community coming together.
And today there is no government money, and there are no means. It really is dollar at a time.
Yeah, it's all about that. How can those that want to find out more information, website, contact you?
Website is a great way. All the events are on there as well, and that's www.carouselranch.org.
www.carouselranch.org.
And of course, you can call the office, 661-268-8010.
One more time.
268-8010.
Yes, perfect. Thank you very much for coming in. Thanks for all you do.
Oh, thank you.
Excellent. We're going to jump to a quick break, but when we come back, we got Ed Bernstein from 25 Scorecard on Out of the Rough.